Hello, everybody. Welcome to Duo Planet, the YouTube channel where we talk all things media, and to a very, very, very special review. It is a epic four-parter with me, Azteral, and obviously my friend Slasher,
everybody.
aka Jordan. And yeah, Dave Filoni's animated conclusion to his animated saga that has spanned across the Clone Wars, Rebels, and now the Bad Batch.
Did he work
season
on Resistance?
3. No idea, but I heard
Yeah,
Resistance is garbage, so if he did, it doesn't count. Yeah, season 3 of the Bad Batch. There's 4 episodes out currently as of recording it. We just finished watching them. Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they
Will's
were
going to
something.
do a brief little breakdown of them, because from what I can remember, there's 4 altogether, so we'll be here forever.
It's long.
But yeah.
Yeah, some like basic points is like we start off with Omega. I nearly called her Echo for some reason. Omega. It's sort of establishing her new normal, which is she's obviously on Tantis. She's a guest. I'm quotation marking that. She's a guest, definitely not a prisoner. And they're sort of establishing the idea of the clone's blood being drawn to conduct a test where they drop a little bit of Palpatine blood, we assume it's Palpatine blood, into their blood to test the midichlorian count, or as Dave Filoni has recoined it, M count, degradation. So basically, how much of the midichlorians transfer to the new blood without degrading and becoming weaker. Because obviously, Palpatine's entire thing in this era of the Empire is Project Necromancer. He's trying to beat death and survive. We get to see Hunter and Wrecker doing their thing. They're trying to find Omega, so they're doing jobs to get information. That leads them to a terrifying planet where we discover that the Imperial scientist Hemlock not only is trying to give Palpatine eternal life, but also has worked on sentient weapons, one of which are the vines of the planet that they were on. Terrifying. It's like a sarlacc, but it's not in the ground. It's horrifying. Crosshair is, I wouldn't say paramount until very much towards the end, but he's sort of there as like a reminder to Omega that she can't leave him behind. And when she's told by, I can't remember the Kaminoan's name, but the Kaminoan lady, that she needs to run because the second that her blood is tested by one of the doctors, she will be in danger. And we're all like, oh no, what does that mean? Palpatine arrives, and Omega decides now's the perfect time to escape. So she steals the doctor's pad. She gets Crosshair. They go through the kennels. All this time, Omega has had this sort of relationship with a very specific dog thing. That plays a pivotal role in her escape. We don't really get much Palpatine, sadly. He sort of arrives at Tantis, goes into the Necromancer chamber, which gave me sort of like ending of The Force Unleashed 2 vibes. Where, do you know when he's on Kamino fighting Vader and they're on the platforms and there's the Starkiller clones in the vats? Gave me that vibe. When Omega and Crosshair escape, they make their way to a planet that has got a captain on it who is really creepy and has a thing for rolling a credit around his fingers and being like, that'll be a fine. Everything's a fine with him. Everything's a fine. Omega is trying to win money to get
here, but yet he was gambling.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Omega gambles to get credits to bribe a dockworker official, but her little mutt thing that helped them escape gets kidnapped. So they have to go rescue it, obviously. Crosshair is firmly against this plan, by the way. He absolutely hates the idea. But obviously, for some reason, he can't leave Omega behind. They get a stampede, they get a cargo ship, they fly off into the distance, but Hemlock is right on their trail. He's locking down the system. He has informed every Imperial station of Omega. They're specifically wanting Omega because when her blood was tested, perfect. It had zero or, well, minimal degradation, which is what they've been looking for. So what that means for Omega's character, whether that means that she is force sensitive, or whether her blood just has an abnormal ability to carry midichlorians from external sources, we don't know. However, the idea of Omega wielding a lightsaber fighting Darth Vader sounds pretty cool. Yeah, they reunite with Hunter and Wrecker. She has a nice little heart-to-heart where they apparently went around the galaxy 5 times searching for her. And then we end on a go to hell Dave Filoni moment, because he ends it right as Wrecker and Hunter look upon Crosshair, I think for the first time since season
I think so, because Crosshair, and that Crosshair was going against them, but
maybe season 2.
I'm not sure they saw him in season 2 at all. There were anytime we saw Crosshair in season 2, it was like him doing his own thing.
He was sort of on his own, yeah. Yeah, so probably since season 1 then. Yeah, that's about it. Very, very rough. One thing I didn't mention. We got a glimpse of the mysterious Shadow of Tantis. I don't know if that's what they're calling him for now. But it's the mysterious trooper from the trailer that is one of several people. It's either Tech, Starkiller, because I'm just going to throw that out there.
Every time.
Honestly, considering what they're doing on Tantis, I wouldn't be surprised. It could be a Palpatine clone, a failed Palpatine clone, or it could be a Crosshair clone. It's one of the
we know that he'll end up. I'm betting to give the mission of capturing. Thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's going to be the. Well, we know that Fennec Shan and Cad Bane are supposed to be in it again, so that'll be fun. I assume at one point Vader will show up. I'm getting the vibe.
I feel like if Vader, we know that we are getting. Obviously, we're getting everyone's favorite Sith turned bounty hunter, Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, Asajj Ventress.
So we'll be getting her at some point.
I honestly am quite shocked with the tone change, because for the first 2 seasons it was very kiddie and very cartoony, and then this season opened with Dave Filoni is allowing silence to build. So he's letting a scene play out and not putting music over it, and you just have the ambience of the footsteps across cold metal and the clicking of data pads, and that's really, it shows bleakness, and that's really,
I think
really,
it's
really good.
As Omega's grown up, the show's grown up.
especially considering they time skipped us.
I think these episodes were great. Definitely a good start. But we know that there's one thing that me and Will talked about was why did Moff Gideon need Grogu's blood if they had Omega for Project Necromancer? So we'll probably find out about that and what's going on there.
Yeah, I assume Gideon specifically wanted Grogu because it was Jedi blood. Maybe Omega's blood doesn't work properly.
Maybe her blood's too unstable because it's clone.
Because right now, I part of me really hopes that the show doesn't end on a happy note, and that's very pessimistic. But I sort of want the show to end on a bleak sort of. The entire Bad Batch is dead. Omega is captured and is being subjected to Project Necromancer to its fullest. Like the complete bleak outcome. I kind of want that. It would suck and it would probably make me very upset in the moment, but like that would be really, really like interesting to see that the Empire, in its height of its power, was able to control the factor that they wanted to control.
True. It's definitely going somewhere that seems very bleak. I feel like we know for a fact that the clones can't like survive because we know the clones come obsolete, so they just die off completely. So we've just got to see like how things are going to go between them. Just got to see how it's going to go between all of them. And by the way, that fucking just Omega running to Hunter, like Hunter is her father figure, while the others are like brothers.
Yeah.
So it's like she's always Omega's like her and Crosshair have that relationship of I am not leaving anyone behind, and you've got Omega who's like I will save who I want to save.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see how the characters react to situations, but we don't know what's going to happen next. I'm definitely excited to see what episode Saz interested on.
Yeah, especially considering we have some two episode drops sprinkled in because they're hoping to end it around the first week of May, which May the 4th this year is on a Saturday. Because it's a leap
year this year. But yeah, I don't have anything else.
Yeah. These 4 episodes, I would probably say that they are solid 8 out of 10s. All across the board.
8 out of 10, all of them.
Every single one of them. Very, very, very impressive. To say last season, like the highest that I think I went was a 7.
Yeah.
No, I think I gave a 10 to the very last one, where Tech met his ultimate
one of the
fate.
soldiers ever followed orders.
Which Dave Filoni can go tell again for putting me through that again.
Oh yeah, well, just in the fucking in the catch-up bit at the beginning of the first episode where we see it happen again, I'm sat there like, don't show us it again, please.
Oh, we have like every single episode title on IMDb.
Yeah. Of course we do.
Some of them are quite interesting.
Let's not
actually.
spoil.
We have We have things like The Harbinger, The Cavalry Has Arrived, The Return, Infiltration, Identity Crisis. Some interesting titles there. And I'm noticing that the titles for the episodes are very not descriptive, but they do sort of reminisce with the episode of like episode 4 was a different approach, and it was like the plot of the episode was fighting over Omega and Crosshair's different conflicting approaches to situations. But yeah, very impressive. I did enjoy very much. Is that all?
I don't have anything else.
Well, we hope that you did enjoy this review of episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. I've been one of your hosts, Azteral. We'll see you next week for episode 5. Just episode 5?
Yeah,
just episode 5. And yeah, may the force be with you always.
Bye for now.
Forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
It's over, Anakin!